Very good. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to demonstrate something from the Victorian times. Victorians were very much into mediumship, clairvoyancy, contacting the dead. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it was so big in the Victorian times that there was a lot of money involved with this business, as there still is today. And ladies and gentlemen, what they would do is there was so much competition. Obviously, one would try and be better than the other, and they'd try and come up with new things to prove that the spirit exists, and so forth and so forth. So it would go from just readings to big demonstrations. Now, there was a lot of charlatans out there, ladies and gentlemen, due to the big money. And I'm sure there was a lot of people out there that had this real gift as well. One of the things they would do is they would call forward the spirit, and they would go into this trance-like state. And they would say the spirit would enter them. And as the spirit entered them as a possession, they would become stiff and rigid, so stiff and solid and rigid that they would be like a solid plank. And then they would be lifted onto two chairs, just their neck and just their ankles, and their body would be supported because of the spirit inside of them. Now, this is an impossible feat. They call forward the spirit, and as they called forward the spirit, normally the spirit of what the person is here paying to see, and here comes the spirit, and the spirit is inside of you now, rigid, solid, back you go, rigid and solid, rigid and solid. That's right, rigid and solid there. That's it. So rigid, so solid, so rigid and solid, even rigid, more solid and rigid. That's right, just step back for me. Ladies and gentlemen, an impossible physical feat. Ladies and gentlemen, they would do this for days on end, proving the spirit existed. But we're not going to do that to our friend, so we're going to take him. He stays rigid and solid all the time because he's being possessed by the spirit, rigid and solid, even as he's pushed up, rigid and solid. That's right, guys, you can leave me now, thank you. Rigid and solid until he was told that the spirit has left, and then he would relax. Spirit's gone. Relax. Floppy. Limp. Loose.